Hello, good evening students. After derivation of RL series circuit, expression of voltage, current and power and respective waveforms, one more important factor we have to study, that is power factor. So it is already known that in single phase AC system, power expression is given by P equal to VI cos pi, where V is the RMS value of voltage and I be the RMS value of current, cos pi b is the power factor, where phi is referred as phase angle, cos pi is referred as power factor. Then how we can define? The power factor is defined as the cosine of phase angle between voltage and current, and it is also defined as the ratio of true power to apparent power. From the impedance triangle, it is the ratio of resistance to impedance of an given AC circuit. Try to remember. In usual university question paper, we may expect define power factor and explain the importance of power factor in AC circuit. It is already well known in previous slide. Same thing you have to take with respective diagrams or waveforms. So power factor is defined as cosine of phase angle between voltage and current, where phi is the phase angle. So consider V be the voltage and I be the current vectors. So phi be the angle, phase angle between voltage and current vector. Cos pi is referred as power factor. Number 2, power factor is also defined as the ratio of real power to the apparent power for a given AC circuit. Real power, that is in watts, apparent power, that is in volt ampere. So it is also referred as kilowatt divided by kVA. Third one, it is also defined as the ratio of resistance to impedance for a given AC circuit. You see the impedance triangle for given RL series circuit. Resistance x axis, inductive reactance y axis, vector sum of this gives impedance. Phi is the phase angle. Phi is the phase angle between resistance and impedance. Then cos pi is referred as power factor. Cos pi equal to R by Z. So the disadvantages of power factor, or we can say importance of power factor in AC circuit. So it is a well known fact, the power in single phase AC circuit is given by power equal to VI cos pi watts, where V is the RMS value of voltage and I be the RMS value of current and cos pi be the power factor of AC circuit. From above expression, we have to develop the expression for current drawn by the electrical equipment. So I equal to P divided by V cos pi. For given electrical equipment, power remains same and supply voltage remains same. Hence, current drawn by the equipment is inversely proportional to power factor. So if the electrical equipments operates with the higher power factor, then current drawn by the electrical equipment is as per their design. So due to some reasons, the power factor operating with low, then electrical equipment will draw more current than designed or when it is new one. This high current causes many effects, many disadvantages in AC circuit. So this higher current drawn by the electrical equipment will cause many disadvantages. Some disadvantages you have to remember. What are those? Number 1, larger conductor size is required to carry the high current. Hence, existing conductors are to be replaced by the new conductors or new cables. Then increase in current will cause increase in copper loss, because copper loss equal to I square into R watts. Increase in copper loss will result increase in heating effect. Increase in heating effect will need better class of insulation. Increase in copper loss will cause decrease in efficiency of equipment. The equipment draws more current than the designed, hence it consumes more power unnecessarily. Every industry, every consumer draws more power than designed or than taken permission, then which results the shortage of electricity, or in other words, increase in demand of electricity. Increase in demand of electricity. Hence, to meet the demand, additional power plants are required to meet the increase in demand. Lastly, the consumer have to pay more bill for their equipment consumes additional power. The power factor may be lagging, the power factor may be leading. It lags for inductive loads, it leads for capacitive loads. This is very much important. If all electrical equipments must operate for higher power factor, otherwise it increases burden on consumer, it also increases burden on supply authority, sir. Then types of powers, mainly we are having real power, apparent power, reactive power, and you consider the vector diagram of RL series circuit only. You see there V is the applied voltage, current I be the current I lags the applied voltage by an angle of phi. This current has two components. Current has two components. One is parallel component with applied voltage. It is also referred as in phase component as shown in figure, that is I cos phi. Similarly, I sin phi, which is perpendicular component to the applied voltage, it is also referred as quadrature component to the applied voltage. Hence, number 1, true power or active power, it is the product of voltage and active component of current. I cos phi is also called as active component of current or in phase component of current. Therefore, active power or true power is defined as the product of voltage and in phase component, that is I cos phi. It is also referred as true power, it is also referred as active power. It is usually denoted in P. P should be in watts, or in bigger units it is expressed in kilowatt. Number 2, reactive power. Reactive power is represented by Q, capital Q. It is defined as the product of voltage and reactive component of current or perpendicular component of current, V into I sin phi. It is known as reactive power. It is measured in volt ampere reactive. In bigger unit, kVAR. Number 3, apparent power. Apparent power, it is denoted by S. It is denoted by S. It is the product of RMS value of voltage and RMS value of current. That is, apparent power equal to voltage into current. It is expressed or it is measured in volt ampere. In bigger unit, kVA. So, you see the different types of powers. These equations are useful while solving the problems in single phase circuit and similarly in three phase AC circuits, sir. Try to remember different types of powers which are more helpful in solving AC problems. Thank you to one and all.